That stuff's pretty cool right there.
Try to keep my face out of it.
I won't get your face in. I won't get your face if I can help it. If I do, I'll edit it out. Nobody see.
What's the name of that sand? Is it just is there a brand name for it? Like Foundry Dirt or something like that?
I'll recall it in a second. It's
Rubber mallet, but would that key go down into this stuff?
you can do a regular hammer to it, doesn't matter. But just keep pounding it on top.
As long as you don't get any air in there.
No what?
You don't want any air pockets.
Okay.
Yeah, and it all smashes together fine, so you'll get the air pockets out.
You got a rolling pin?
Rolling pin works too.
I don't beat the mold.
Then you ain't gonna hurt it. It's cast iron, I believe.
Need to be all the way level, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna pile more on top, and you're gonna leave it piled over because we'll cut the top off of it.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's what I needed to know.
That's what I use this for.
That's what I needed to know.
Petro bonds.
I want to do this forever. But when you don't know how to do something, you want to see it done first. You mess it up. Because I might take that 5-ounce bar of silver I'm talking about, melt that thing down, make something out of it, you know what I mean?
Experience is the best teacher.
Yes, sir.
And best thing about casting stuff is if it don't come out right,
You can do it again.
clean the burnt skin off of it, throw it in, melt it again.
It's too cool. I think that's over the top. What do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Set that on, slide it right across the top. There you go.
Look at that. How cool is that?
So that sand's Petrobond.
Petrobond?
Yeah. So it's got oil in it.
Oil. Ooh.
That's what they use to make it stick together.
Well, that is freaking too cool. Okay, next
So
step.
you're gonna take the flip.
Flip it over.
Mm-hmm.
Did it come out all right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then?
So normally I'm gonna take and just press this in a little bit because that's not gonna be packed like the rest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Take your paintbrush and your powder, and you're gonna powder the key. In your hands, probably the best.
Okay.
That's your harden agent. You can use. Some people use graphite. Some use baby powder. Some use. There's something else I've seen use cornstarch, I think.
Really?
But that keeps the sand from sticking to it. So when you pull it out, it doesn't pull a huge chunk of sand out with it.
That makes sense.
And then you just hit it with that brush just to knock the excess off. Because if you're doing something that's got major detail in it, that it'll stick in those details. All right, then you're gonna set her on there. I would probably
this
go
in first.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Like this way.
Yep. All right,
How
move
close
it,
to the end do I
move
need
it
to
on
be?
down, about the center.
About middle.
There you go. Now you need to press it halfway in. If you're a little less or a little more, it's not too big of a deal, but you need to get it about halfway.
Holy smoke! It's like hard as a brick down there. Okay, I see it's going in.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so then you're going to coat that sand with the powder. And
This
the key
all the
again.
sand?
Yep. And you'll dust it with that brush.
And by the way, I talked to the wife, and you guys are good for tonight.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
This is freaking awesome.
So that keeps the new sand from sticking to the sand that's in that half and pulling chunks apart when you separate your mold.
Okay.
So then you're going to take this mold. Normally this is how I do it. There's multiple ways, but this just tends to be the way I like. So I'll set it down there close, and
Just
then I'll
like that.
finish it.
After the fact.
Yep. So you'll take
now
that,
this
it
goes
flips
like
over.
this, and
Yep.
then pegs go.
Locks in.
And you can always cut that sprue off later, right?
Yep. There you go.
Pack it with sand.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You don't have to clamp it down or anything?
No, not right now.
Okay.
But you will?
Before we pour, we will.
Press it down hard. You're gonna get all of
I
the
want to make sure I get the corners and stuff
Yeah.
covered in. Fingers, this is too cool.
Isn't that neat?
This is neat, dude.
That's an awesome
I'm
process.
loving it. You didn't even know. I didn't even know I was going to get to do this part. I thought I was going to watch. Now I'm even more excited. You know you're going to be seeing me doing this after this. I'll be making videos, Silver.
A lot of people like to put
Yeah.
those gloves on and do it like you doctors and nurses wear.
Yeah.
That way that stuff doesn't get up under the fingernails.
that
and all
latex
stuff.
gloves.
Yeah.
I just groomed my fingernails the other day.
You just had a pedicure.
I
Hope
just
you don't
had a
chip a nail.
I know. Cut them all. I like to cut them all off. This is too cool. Yeah, this is gonna be the next thing I'll be doing. So where do I get this thing that I make it in? Right off of Amazon or something?
You can get the Petrobond and those all from the same place.
So, Grandpa, where do you get your hair done?
That's funny. Too cool. Yep, I've watched people do it, but I still hadn't figured it out, so I hadn't messed with it. That's why when you said yesterday what we're gonna do, I'm like, hey, bring that thing with you.
Yeah, so I took my big one when I went to Florida. Because Chief Stacker was thinking about buying one.
Chief Stacker?
Yeah.
Is he still a regular YouTuber?
Yeah. He was running Ida's show this week because she was on vacation. So he ran her show for her. I know one day he couldn't because he was having some medical stuff going on.
Alright, Chief Stacker, we'll be checking you out. For sure, we'll be checking you out.
I took it down there so he could, get a feel for it before he spent $500
Money,
or
well,
$750.
I'm glad you same thing here.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know,
I didn't have nobody around I could use, so.
And I have my daughter, which I let my daughter hold for me, a 5-ounce bar of silver that would work perfect for this.
So we'll have to cut the sprue back in. That thing came out, but that's all right.
What came out?
That's no big
Oh,
deal.
no, that thing.
That's
yeah.
all right. We'll fix it.
Sorry. I moved it. I wasn't supposed to move
It's just
it,
the
right?
pounding pushed it out.
Oh, yeah, I see. Wow, stuff pack's pretty nice. Am I doing something wrong?
No, you're fine. Most of it's just push it down by hand and get it tight, and then beat it one time with a hammer
Okay.
at the end. Once
Oh.
you get it on up,
Gotcha.
then shave it off and go on. But it just takes time to get familiar with it and comfortable.
This is my first time, brother. I'm getting.
Yeah, we poured a big. What all did we pour? I took a skull with a snake in it down there. We poured that, and then Chief had a big old thing he wanted to start pouring and stuff. I think it was a Navy thing. We poured that, and it turned out real well.
Can you reuse the sand
Yeah.
after you're done?
Just not the burnt sand, right?
Yeah. So you shave the burnt sand off, put all the other sand back in the bag. The burnt sand you put in something separate, and once you get a bunch of it, you can add oil to it and remix it. And
Really? What
use
kind
it
of oil?
That I don't know.
So you haven't had to go that far.
I've
yet.
heard that we can, but I just haven't
Haven't done it.
researched it and see what I need to get. I've got a bag like that full of it at the house.
I hate that came out.
That's all right.
Perfect.
Yeah. No
That's
shit.
good.
So you're just gonna grab the bottom, grab the top. I normally wiggle it just a little, and then just slowly pull it up.
Work it apart, yeah.
There you go. So the key's in the top.
Oh wow.
Now you gotta make
Key
a.
comes out.
Yes. The easiest way to go about that is you want to take something. It's not heavy enough. It's plastic. Just a little metal rod or something, and you want to tap on the key. Tap. That's fine. You're just tapping around on it. Normally I use a piece of coat hanger that I cut off, and it's just breaking that grip to the sand, so it comes out without pulling sand with it.
I actually see it doing something as soon as I started tapping. See it opening up.
Should be able to grip it and not grip it, but pry it.
This thing's amazing for doing that.
Oh yeah,
You know, just under the edge and pull it right straight up. And if it's something big enough I can grab a hold of on both sides, I'll grab both sides and pull it out.
I think we have a mold.
There you go.
Now what? Put it back together?
Not yet. So
You gotta clean it out some.
yeah, so you're gonna pack this just a little.
This is absolutely cool.
So you want where you're gonna pour your sand down. So normally I just take that, cut that out, pack it back with my finger again. Then I kind of half it. It's just the way I do it. So I cut one that's a big angle, and then I go back and cut like a half that angle, just so it funnels fluently, and you don't get, you can actually get a turn in the metal and stuff won't come out right sometimes. More so.
Do you need an extra hole for the air to come out?
Yeah, I'm wondering how does it go to the other end in this circle down there?
So a lot of times you don't have to have a vent, but it depends upon what you're pouring and how fast you're pouring it as to whether it needs to vent. So that's going to be where everything goes in.
This is trial and error then.
Yeah, it takes a while to learn. I've poured the same thing like 10 times before I finally got it right.
Really?
Alright, that should take care of that. Now, there's different ways to vent. You can come to the bottom and scrape over here. You can scrape all the way up here and make vents that way. Or what I like to do is take a toothpick and just push it. I'll roll it in the powder so it doesn't stick, and I'll push it straight through wherever I feel like it needs to vent. So normally,
And then we get toothpicks?
that's fine. I'll cut that side out while you do that.
Do I get toothpicks?
Yeah.
That thing's blowing pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. You look down in there if you want. See if
my.
see if it'll focus on the silver.
There's some molten silver in there, that's for sure.
Is it? You see it?
I'll let you know in a second.
To the side a little bit so I can see before it starts out.
Yeah.
Because you want to pour it in one continuous motion.
One, not stop.
Yeah. There might be enough silver in that to overflow out the top. You know?
Well, we'll stop before it does that, right?
Yeah, you want to, but normally I end up with about that much sitting in the top
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
thing. You know,
You got
nice thick. So, but if you see it's getting close to the edge
Well, how about I
before
just-
you start to pour,
How about if I
then
just watch you do this
you're
one?
good. All right, go ahead.
It's your
Worst will
key.
do is pour silver everywhere and burn your table and
I don't care
the
about
floor.
that. Burn it. As long as we don't.
You gotta try sometime. Each metal pours a little bit differently, you know.
Silver. Look at that. What are we making?
We're making a skeleton key. Ooh, look at
Skeleton
that.
key. Pour constant until it comes out the top.
And just keep pouring until it gets full, and once you see it's full, stop.
Well, it filled up awful quick.
Alright.
What do you think about that?
Scrapping with Grandpa's first.
Oh, it's
silver
going down.
pour.
It's going down.
Probably leaking out those
I
vent holes.
seen it go
under those
down.
things.
Yeah, I did see it go down.
So we'll have to see how it turned out.
Pure silver from the Silver Scorpion. And he brought plenty of silver with him so that we could do this project all the way from Virginia. I can see it still moving. Well, maybe that's just the light making it look like it's moving. I can smell that sand.
Yeah, it's burning that oil off.
Mm-hmm. Smell it.
You pour copper in there, it burns more of the sand than silver or anything like that. If you use pewter, it won't even hurt the sand. That's what I've been told. I
Really?
haven't poured any yet.
Well, we didn't, I did get a couple drops over the side. We didn't get anything coming out of the mold itself. Oh, I see it. I see it. It did come out the mold. Yep, it came out your hole. Gloves behind it. Right there. There was all kinds of gloves, like 1 pair, 4 or 5 pair, and I got that one under there. There you go. There's them ones, there's the other ones over there, right there.
Just in case she's real hot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I bet it's hot. Mm-hmm, see it, where it came through? Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, it came through in many
All the way.
places. Look at that. Sweet. Oh, man, that's going to be beautiful. Look at that. Oh, that's too cool, Silver. That is too damn cool. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that
awesome.
cool?
Yeah, it is.
That is so freaking cool. Wow. Wow. Oh man, the whole thing.
All the details and
That
everything.
is too cool.
Wow.
Silver Scorpion visiting Scrapping with Grandpa and metal detecting North Carolina. All of us are here, YouTubers, and we decided to make a little video. We made a skeleton key. That is too cool.
That is awesome.
That is too cool, man. I love that.
The silver key.
I love it. Wow. Very interesting. Love it. Look at that, man. That's bad to the
So the only thing
bone.
left is cleaning it up. You cut the sprue off here
Yep,
a little bit
yep,
long.
yep.
Snip those off. And then you clean it however you want to.
Man, that is just too cool. That is 100% solid silver skeleton key.